Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Hope you're having a magical day, and thanks for taking the time. Hello, good game. Pleased to be your host within another Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video showcasing Orzhov Black and White Aristocrats. This is a sacrifice deck building around the new mechanic, Start Your Engines and Max Speed, as well as some new cards. We'll be breaking down the deck list in depth for you, discussing strategies and synergies, then moving on into our gameplay, showcasing all of these playlines and how to really interact with other meta decks. And of course, we'll wrap up with our concluding thoughts and deck review. So, Glory's Past for 2 mana is a 3/2 legendary cat warrior that has Start Your Engines. When it enters, it will have our speed become 1, and it can sacrifice a creature to surveil 1 once each turn, your turn as well as your opponent's turn. And when you do reach max speed of 4, you will be able to sacrifice a non-token, and when you do, you'll create a 2/2 zombie out of that, which is really quite nice. And other max speed cards, or Start Your Engines, I should say. Embalmed Ascendant for 3, a 1/2. When this creature enters, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, and when you do achieve max speed, whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent's going to lose 1 life, and you're going to gain 1 life, right? So that's really nice. We have a few other things that are within the same category of gaining life and losing life. il-Kor, the Sadistic Pilgrim, is a 2/2 with Death Touch, and whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life, and whenever a creature you control dies, your opponent will lose 1 life. We also run the Vengeful Bloodwitch as a 1/1. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. And finally, the Funeral Room for 3 as an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life, right? So you can see that we are stacking that same ability in multiple cards, which is quite nice. The room will have the Awakening Hall on the back end for 8 that we can unlock. And when we unlock this door, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, which should be a KO, as the sacrifice effects will all re-trigger for us. Aside from that, back to Start Your Engines, we will utilize the Nesting Bot as a 1 mana 1/1. It will just, when it enters, again, bring our speed to 1, and then whenever we deal damage to our opponent, it will move us up each turn until we do achieve max speed. And then that's going to make a token when it dies, which is great. It's a 1/1. We have the Line Breaker here, Link Breaker, as a 1/1 that creates a 1/1 when it dies as well, which is quite nice. So really good targets to sacrifice for, maybe some of our removal. We have 2 copies of the Dusk Rose, sacrifice creature or artifact that you control. It has War 2, and you can exile an artifact or creature an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield, which is quite nice. And then we're taking planeswalkers as well as creatures with Eaten Alive. Additional casting costs to sacrifice a creature or pay 4 to take a creature or planeswalker into exile, which is quite nice, right? So creature, artifact, creature, planeswalker. There's our removal, which is, it's there. And then I guess like nesting bots and our Link Breaker, we also have the Sanguine Evangelist. For 3 is a 2/1 with Battlecry, and when it attacks, other creatures get +1/+1 until the end of +1/+0 until the end of turn, which is nice. And when it enters or dies, it creates a 1/1 bat, which is pretty cool, right? And that's kind of what makes it like the bot and the breaker. And then taking advantage of all these deaths in the family, if you will, through the Midnight Reaper, a 3/2, and whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you will lose 1 life and draw a card, which is really good, right? So when things die, they're replacing themselves with another body, which is really good. They're helping us draw. They're creating even more tokens, which is great. And then when they're also going to deal damage and gain life, which is really cool. So that's the deck. We'll have the Fortress here as well that can attack as a 1/4. We gain 2, they lose 2, which is pretty decent. Yeah, I like it. You know, it's actually performing pretty well, and you know, this is our first iteration of the deck. You know, there's going to be room for improvement, and at the end of the video, after today's gameplay, which we did reach platinum today with this deck, crushed it through gold. You know, maybe we have learned a few things and we can improve from there. I've got a few ideas here for you, so stay tuned. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and well, let's play some Magic already. Keeping 7 seems okay, right? 1, 2, 3. Hello. All right. We are speeding away. I can't believe I'm already in platinum. Might keep this information hidden for now and just try to collect max speed this way. In case there's a field wipe, let's make sure we're getting some draws out of it. And next turn we should have max speed for Glory's Past. It's going to take the Reaper for sure. Kind of a bummer. To 15. Let's make 2 tokens and deal 2 damage. And surveil the land away, which is actually pretty good. Them exiling our Reaper is kind of a bummer, because that should have also been a draw. Oh my god. Take our surveil here. Land goes. We lose 2 bros, but look at the triggers. And look at these triggers, bro! Up to 28, there's 7. Our go. Good game. Hit for 7. And we don't even have to play. That's beautiful. Look what we beat, too. Baby, I'm back. On the draw, keeping 7. 1, 2, 3. Ah, Beanstalk on turn 2. Hate this game. Yep. All right, let's start our engines. Go to 2. Ah, second Beanstalk. How do they always do that, you know? That's crazy. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? All right, up to 3. Exile my battlefield, please, and draw 3 cards. Also known as Farewell. Where's it Sunfall? It's been a minute. What's the card I hate again? Oh, Get Lost isn't terrible. Double trigger. And then they hit everyone. Wow. The audacity. To 8. Let's just keep pushing up. Take our lands. We have achieved max speed now. At least it wasn't in exile, right? Because we did receive some value from the death triggers there. All right. Losing our first Ascendant. Kind of a bummer. We get our second, though. Let's explore. I like it. Leave it there. And for 5. Oh, gaining life. I don't want to keep this there. In case it is a field wipe, and then I can just act quickly. Let's just pass over. Holding Nesting Bot in hand. I'm gonna be sick! Oh, yeah! Is that a good card? I don't know. I've never seen it before. Have some mercy. Have they played a land this turn? Yes. And they have 1 mana up. Shouldn't affect us. Should be right as rain. And then we've beat the domain deck, right? This is a world champion deck. The Sunfall, that's what it's called. There it is. That's the one. Right? With an original build, by the way. Oh, by the way. This is going to be fun for me. Two tokens, please. 1 life. 1 loss of life. And then take him to the bridge. Good game, dude. Winning against that deck is impossible, even with the best decks. So to get a win against it with our original build, I'm pretty happy. Ay, ay, ay. That's a lot of land, man. Let's go slow double drop. Are you kidding me? After a series of 2 land games, We pull 5. Just makes sense. It just makes sense. All right, let's get our Reaper out there. Hopefully it can survive. Unique. Let's swing in. They replace themselves. If they die, if not, max speed up. Ah, they bricked. I feel you, homie. No block. 3. See, it's always like a blowout. It's either you blow your opponent or they blow you. You know? Just one big blow party. Just getting... Well, I feel bad for them, right? Yeah, how do you come back from that? You just can't. All right, double draw. Which is really nice. Plus it replaces itself. Another land. Another land. Ooh. But that's like... Every single card we draw is a land. Check this out. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? Oh my god. Well, quite a few of them. All right, we finally get max speed. Pest control was pretty good there. As far as a comeback. Double draw 1 damage and a token. Again, another land. Sorry about your draw. Going first. Looking for our third land. Hello. That's not a land. It's fun. Our hand's loaded with 3 drops as well. Okay, Dread Knight to block. Nice. Let's get our Evangelist out. No attack. Okay, we got our third land, which is great. I think we need to exile this. Which is crazy that I just have so many 3 drops. Because we don't want to allow that to hang out, do we? And then we can attack. For 4, I bet they block, right? That's okay. Max speed to 3. We make another bat. Oh my god, Shoulder's so good. All right, we're maxed out here, which is good, but shouldered is brutal. If we can get up to 8 lands and like be alive, that's our only hope, I think. We just need 4 lands. Well, that's maybe just removal. It's actually a better option. Oh, bummer. Probably chump block, right? Ah, man, oh man. We are getting hosed. And for 2. They gain that 2 right back. Oh, Liliana Dreadhorde? General? With a Toucan Sam? That's what we need in our deck. I never thought of that. A little expensive, though. All right, we finally land. It's crazy. I mean, maybe just try to leave her. Don't you dare. 3 times in a row. That 5th land next turn would be nice. Ooh. Planeswalkers are good, and that's a big token. It's tapped. Brutal. We just need to survive for 1 more turn. Get the funeral room out and then blitz. And they're forced to block. I think we might be dead, though. I'm not entirely certain. Let's see. We have 2 damage for each creature that dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is not terrible for us. They do massively draw and gain life, though, which is kind of a bummer. Looking for more removal on our damage engines or loss of life. At the very least, I feel fairly honored that we've been able to give them an original deck to play against, right? That was a good playline. Nasty exile there. Okay. Let's throw out some blocks. That was good. Nissa can destroy our enchantment. I never thought of that till now. We have to take her. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. We're hitting for so much damage. Is that lethal? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Oh no, they let the one through, so it's only 9. And then we would get hit for lethal. Right? Because we would have this go through, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 only. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is. Yeah, not enough. Not enough. Plus, they have the land there. And we would be getting hit for just like a ton. All of the damage. 17 plus the land is like another 5 or something. 22! Close though, we're really close. If the 1-2 was a 2-2, it would have been lethal. You're gonna make a food token. That food token's really good for them. It literally saves them. So we are maybe can just hit back for lethal and not block any of this. Right? 10, 17 only? Then that'll be lethal. Like 4. Deal 4. Gain 4. It's another 2. They go to 5 with the food. That's actually really good for us right now. We're so close. Very close. This is a good game. They're hanging on. And they've got like another food next turn with the draws. Shouldered is so good. Maybe I should have left Nissa and taken shoulder. That's a hard call, right? I just take this damage. We have room. I need lands, but I also don't need lands because they're exiling the grave quickly. Yeah, so I kind of don't want lands. Right, our graveyard will be gone by then. The cottage and shouldered really putting in work for them. That's impressive. Oh, man. Your third 6-drop Planeswalker. That's incredible. Holy mid-range Batman. I've got like 3 drops. And these lands. I've got the lands, bro. Let's at least take our draw. Because she's going to minus on it. Okay. Surprised they like somehow don't play an Oog. Bro, watch me get my 8th land this turn off the top. Come on. Now that is entertainment. This is brutal. Land off the top for 8, just as they take it with a top deck. Evangelist, that's not bad. Shoulder's just gonna win the game. Dang, dude. That was a good match. We got them to 2. We're so close. I should have taken shouldered and just lost the enchantment and not worried about it. Mitigated their life gain. Right? I think so. In hindsight, I mean, in the moment, those snap decisions are tough, right? Who can tell the future? Right? Dang. Planeswalkers unite. I don't think we come back from this at this point. Maybe if we top deck another funeral room. and then we could just hardcast the open room. Far less effective now. Hit for all of them. Okay, let's take Shelly. They probably have another in hand. That's why they attack with it. Token double draw. 2 life to 3. This is a good card. The proliferate planeswalker we have to identify as our primary threat. Unfortunately, the way it is. Oh my god. It's a good game. It's a good game. You just try to think of a way through this, and I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, we kind of had a good last turn, but they should have just minused for the trample, I think. Brutal, dude. Hanging in there. Oh my gosh. This has been one of the best games I've lost in a while. You know, just like boss level drops on you. You remember in the old Magic games on the Xbox Live Arcade, the boss, it'd be like Nicholas Bolas or whatever, right? The load times were the first part of the fight, and then just the play lines. Unbelievable. We'll let them finish out. A little late on that land. That's game. A good game to use. I had fun. That was fantastic. Big hit too. Woof. Okay, let's keep 7. A little slow, but we'll go with our Witch into our Reaper. Rakdos surveilling. Fortress on 3. Might be a counterspell. No, we're good. Exile. Whoa. That's cool, dude. Let's start our engines. Dang, man, that's our draw engine. That's brutal. All right. Four lands is pretty cool. We are a victim of exile, though, so the Awakening Hall might not be as good as we want it to be. Oh, I'm going to be sick. I'm in danger. Okay, we have the exile, which is great. Not so funny now, is it? I'm going to leave the doll. Sack the bat. Just so I can push up my speed on the turn. Oh, we have the room out. Never mind. Speed goes up anyways. But additional damage still. I guess that's helpful. I forgot the room was in play. Secondary? Oh my god. Doesn't really get us anywhere. It loses the land, takes us down from 8. Exile? Dude. They are hitting that exile hard. A third one. A third one. Sir, a third Hitsugu has hit the battlefield. Stop it. Did you just discard another? Or you? That's all 4 of them now? I don't even want to know, dude. Pretty cool stuff. Big hit too, wow. No, we don't even have anything in the exile, just 2 creatures, or in the graveyard, sorry. Oh, God. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Lord have mercy. Have they gone straight to London? You know it. More exile, beautiful. Hitting for 9. So good. At least it's a fun deck to play against, right? Good game. Tapped land, not going to do it. Going first, keeping 7. A really nice start with that bot just to start our engines. And we're in slow on 2. Hit for 1. Some pretty decent 3-drops for us. Let's swing first, see where we get to. They'll remove it, I'm sure. No? Counterspell, maybe? No, okay, cool. And we get the blocker as well, right? Second bat has entered the battlefield. Ooh, and this is like just phenomenal for us here. Let's first swing. They're not going to interact, I don't think. I don't want to draw. There's going to be no way around it. Maybe we save it for a bigger threat. Like a Shieldred. Hit for 2, and that's okay. All right, let's see if we can get a counterspell here. No. Oakley dokley. So, the game is fun. I like Magic. I think it's best played with your friends, right? So, I was thinking maybe we kind of move to like friendly battles. It just seems that after my break of 3 months, I come back and, I can make new decks every single day. That's fine. Perfect. But we're still playing against the exact same decks we were when we left, which is a little aggressive, but it is what it is. I understand that. So maybe playing against some viewers could be fun, and that will ensure some more original decks to showcase on the channel, because you guys must get bored of just seeing me play against, these 3 World Championship decks every single video. It's cool because you do get a good understanding of whether or not the decks that I'm building hold up, right? Is he able to beat these builds or not? But at the same time, it's just like a little repetitive, So that's my complaint for the day. I like the deck. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe we need another sacrifice trigger, right? Because the bat's only... sorry, I keep calling it a bat, but it's a cat. We should watch The Mummy, right? Getting Mummy, from like 1999. Good movie. It's our only sacrifice trigger, though. So maybe another sacrifice trigger would be good. That we could do multiples. But at the same time, it's nice just to have things to sacrifice with the removal too, right? So give me your opinion on that, right? Do we want more of a sacrifice trigger? Or do you think the glory with the removal is good enough and then the rest can just die during combat, right? What do we think of that? It's kind of nice, like, if they do have an exile, though, then you could just, like, force sacrifice everything before the exile hits. Food for thought. Food for thought. Food for thought. Conviction, more draw, cut down, different removal, which I do like. I think Eaten Alive more. Fear of Lost Teeth, chip damage when it dies is decent. Start Your Engines, which I don't think we really struggled with, but I do like it, and it's a sacrifice. Mechanic, like, maybe this is actually really quite good for us, because we could sacrifice stuff there. It does tap, though, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a tap. Sack and tap, which is only one, like the bat, it's only one. Removal, we kind of like the removal we had. This is too good to get rid of, though. Talent, yeah, I don't think we were too token oriented, but it's still fine, and we have draw through the Reaper as well, so actually maybe get rid of that. Pilgrim I like, but it just seems a little situational for what we're doing in this particular deck. Urborg as well, there's not enough legendaries. The Snare is good with Start Your Engines and Exile, but it's not a creature that we can sacrifice, so it didn't really work as well as I wanted it to. The Ripper definitely could go in the deck. We've been thinking about that. And also, the Meathook is just crazy, right? Whenever another creature in opponent control dies, they may pay 3 life. If they don't, return that card under your control with Finality counter on it. Isn't that crazy? We have Exile, though. A lot of Exile. So that might not work here, but yeah, we've been thinking about it. If you have any other thoughts or opinions of cards we could include in the deck, don't hold back. Let us know. The Gravecaller. 2/1 zombie can't block. You may cast it from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. That's pretty cool. Things like this, let us know in the comments below. Have a magical day. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you soon in the next.